So the cruelest of nights for Newcastle United here at Stamford Bridge. Double heartbreak in many ways for Newcastle. I mean, personally, I thought it was a good defensive performance. Newcastle were going to have to come here and get men behind the ball. It's always tough coming to Stamford Bridge. I think that's what they did. They had a 1-0 lead. They were criticised last week when they went 1-0 up against AC Milan and tried to go for more. Tonight they tried to defend. They'd obviously taken some of that criticism on board, but they just couldn't hold out going into the closing stages. And Kieran Trippier, he's not having a great time at the moment. A defensive clearance that goes wrong, falls into the path of Mudryk, and 1-1 for Chelsea. The game definitely going to penalties at that point. Newcastle completely deflated, in no mood to take penalties, and yeah, I always thought it was going to be tough after that, because I thought Chelsea had the momentum, they had the bit between their teeth, they'd been pushing, and Newcastle hadn't been able to hold on. And sadly, penalties, there were a lottery anyway, but I just thought Newcastle were deflated going up to take the penalties. Obviously Callum Wilson, so reliable from the spot, Bruno tucking his away, but Trippier, very brave to take that responsibility on, but it goes wide, and then Newcastle were really up against it after that. And always when the pressure's on, that last penalty taker, it's always difficult, and Matt Ritchie unfortunately was the guy who stepped up, and he's seen it saved. So penalties, anyone can lose on penalties, anyone can miss a penalty. It's not an exact science, but I just thought Newcastle was so deflated going to take them, and so disappointing for the 4,300 fans who came here tonight to try and get the team in the semi-finals. Newcastle have been down on the luck with injury. They've made mistakes in games, and the latter stage of this one, I think we saw that. There's so much to digest from it. A lot of people saying certain players did very well tonight. I agree. I thought defensively Newcastle played well, but a late choker right at the end, followed by penalties, was always going to be difficult. And Newcastle's run in the Carabao Cup is over for another season.